Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and Seth Breedlove and Small Town Monsters are back to take us through another journey of cryptids and beasts and creatures. And this time we're going to Lone Star State to look at the history of lycanthropes with the Dogman Triangle, werewolves of the Lone Star State. And this new hour and 15 documentary takes us into a dive into the different mysteries and stories that center around werewolves or dog people in Texas. And one of the most interesting things that you see about this film right off the bat is the way that it's structured. It has a style like these really old school like 80s videos of like, oh, it's time for America, and it's like this wonderful music and everything. It really feels like you're being transported back like 30 years into the 1980s to watch some informational videos that you'd watch in like school about different things, and this time it's just about werewolves, so that's the difference. And you have a familiar crew coming in here from Seth Breedlove with Shannon LeGros, who tries to map out this triangle and this specific area where there's been sightings of werewolves. And yet again, like most of these films, it's informative, it's very low budget, it's trying to expand our perspectives on a particular cryptid, it runs the formula, it does it how you expect it, but it has a little bit of style and some thrills along the way as well, with, like I said, this feeling of like you're watching an old 80s video. And this is a very interesting dive into werewolves and the different kinds. And it's informative in trying to help you understand the different types that you might see. And it's always challenging because, like, you have to be invested and believe in these kinds of things, or at least be open-minded to be able to sit down and watch one of these documentaries and not think this is complete crap and nonsense. But Seth Breedlove does such a great job of pulling these documentaries together, and it has a little bit of interesting style this time around, and Shannon LeGros is a good kind of leader through the journey that's presented in the film. And this is a fine little documentary that's not a big investment in its 75 minutes. And you'll learn a thing or two about the legends of this particular cryptid, werewolves, those lycanthropes, and it's all down in the big state of Texas. But those are my thoughts on the Dogman Triangle. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.